Rasmus Hojlund to Manchester United. Here we go, finally. And the deal will probably cost a total of around £58 million. And while I thought we shouldn't spend any more than £50 million for Rasmus Hojlund, you've got to do what you've got to do to get the deal done. The striker market is incredibly saturated. Tottenham want over 100 million for Harry Kane, who's 30 with 1 year left on his contract. Victor Osimhen's being quoted at 200 million. Kolo Muani, 100 million. Gonzalo Ramos, 100 million. When you look at the striker market, the fact that United needed a goalkeeper just as much as they needed a striker, they needed 2 midfielders. I think Rasmus Hojlund is absolutely brilliant business from United. And I think this is an insane signing for United, because I think just like when we signed Rooney and just like when we signed Ronaldo, they might not come in and take us to that insane level right away within a year. Harry Kane would be like Robin van Persie. He would, of course, taken us up a level. And, we can't expect Hojlund to do what Harry Kane or Robin van Persie would do. We can't expect Hojlund to be that guy. But Hojlund has the potential to be that guy. And how many times at United have we complained when you signed Falcao, Cavani, even brought Ronaldo back, even Zlatan? Yeah, they're all great players, but we're always signing these strikers in their 30s. And that would basically be the same with Harry Kane. And while we definitely needed someone like Harry Kane, because we basically don't have a striker because Martial was always injured, Man United are signing a young striker. And this is a brilliant Man United signing. This is a Man United signing, Rasmus Hojlund. And I will tell you this why. Young, hungry player that's going to adapt, that works in Ten Hag's system, that's going to evolve and grow at United. Benny McCarthy, I think, will get the best out of this guy. Ten Hag will get the best out of this guy. Ten Hag's wanted this guy for his system. Ten Hag chose him over Muani, Ramos, many other options like Jonathan David when the Kane deal broke down, and Ten Hag pursued this guy for a reason. You've also got to remember PSG were a big fan of Rasmus Hojlund. PSG wanted Rasmus Hojlund to replace Mbappe, and Rasmus Hojlund went no to PSG. He only wants United. He's a United fan. He loves United. He's hungry. And what I love about Rasmus Hojlund, and we kind of get this in Lisandro Martinez, is he would do anything to score a goal. You know how Lisandro Martinez would break his bones to make that tackle or make that block like Vidic would? Rasmus Hojlund's got that instinct that he would do anything to score a goal. He's hungry. He's got that Ronaldo hunger. And that's what you need. He's got that personality. He's got that potential, but also he's got the characteristics to be a great player. 6'3", incredibly physical, incredibly quick, also incredibly intelligent. He knows how to use his body to shield off defenders. He knows how to use his physicality and his speed to get past defenders and take on defenders. He's a fantastic player. And yes, it's a little bit of a price tag, but you've got to remember Atalanta signed him less than a year ago for 20 million euros. They wanted to make about 40 to 50 million euros profit because Atalanta feel that this guy will be worth 100 million in 2 years' time, just like Victor Osimhen is worth insane amounts, and that's why he is priced so highly, because that's how highly Atalanta rate him. And Atalanta have got great scouting, and people say, Alice, he got 9 goals and 2 assists in the Serie A last season. He was 19 for 90% of last season. 19 of years of age. His first season in a top league. Greenwood at 18 years of age in his first season in the top league got 10 Premier League goals. He's got 9 Serie A goals and 2 assists. But you've got to remember, he's played the equivalent of 24 90s in Serie A. If you actually break down his minutes, a lot of them were off the bench. He's made the equivalent of 24 90s, and he's got 11 goal contributions to 24 90s, which is a goal contribution every other game. Put that into the fact that they'll be bit with a more creative team in United. United did create the third most amount of chances in the Premier League last season. They had the third highest XG. They created the third most chances. Bruno made the most key passes, most chances created, most big chances created. Mason Mount, when he was in form at Chelsea, was one of the best creators in the Premier League. You've got, Sancho could be a good creator if he plays on the right hand side. Luke Shaw's always got a good bit of creation on him. At United, he's going to be in a team that's going to be creating a lot of chances, but they've never had that number 9 presence to score the chances. I do think he'll be getting goals at United. Now, I don't think he's going to start every game at United, and I don't think he's going to be the Robin van Persie, Harry Kane signing. Of course not, but I think he has potential to potentially get 15 goals in his first season at United, be important. I think he'll be rotated with Rashford at striker. Maybe Sancho will be tried out as false 9. Martial probably won't be sold because he's on 250k a week and is only fit for 3 games a season. But you've got to remember that United needed a number 9. United need a number 9 very importantly. And while, yes, he's not Harry Kane, he will 100% make an instant impact on Manchester United. He's got what Weghorst had, pressing, does the running, does the pressing, but he's a lot better than Wout Weghorst, We get through the season without Weghorst. We can get through the season with anyone. But Rasmus Hojlund, for me, I think he's an incredible player. And I think that he will rotate with Rashford with the 9 slot just to take the pressure off him. And I hope that there won't be silly fans having to go at him if he doesn't hit the ground right away. But I think he's capable of 15 Premier League goals next year. And I'm going to talk about why. Okay, first of all, he is the top scorer in the European qualifier. Got a hat-trick versus Finland, has been absolutely fantastic. PSG wanted him. Ten Hag chose him over other players. He is Ten Hag's first choice, number one choice. Atalanta rate him incredibly highly. He is fast. He is very intelligent, very technical. He does those runs off the ball. He knows, when to make those runs. He knows when to get in the box. He gets in the right area to provide a focal point. We've seen us struggling in pre-season because we don't have that number 9 focal point. Rasmus Hojlund will bring that. His strengths of finishing. He's an unbelievable finisher. He's actually got one of the best conversion rates in Serie A. And, we struggle with finishing. Yes, he will miss a few chances here and there. But, he's raw, he's young, but, we've seen Antony and Sancho miss so many chances. He can finish the ball, he can strike the ball very well. His movement, I think, is honestly what I like most about him. He makes those runs through the central channel, which can draw defenders into him, which would create space for Rashford and Antony. He's also very good at linking up play. I think, we've had strikers in the past where Martial links up really well with Rashford. And Martial, Rashford, Greenwood was the best front three we've had in the last sort of 10 years when they had that season with NHS Martial, because they linked up so well. And then Ronaldo came in, and Ronaldo just didn't link up with the other players like Martial did. And you've got to build a team. While Ronaldo is a clear striker with Martial, if Ronaldo can't link up with the wingers, it doesn't quite work. And Rasmus Hojlund is someone that's going to come in and be able to link up with the wingers, which is important. He's a very good dribbler, just like Martial. Martial can never stay fit, but Martial on his day was a good striker. And Rasmus Hojlund's more than goals. He will get in the box. He can score those scrappy goals, as Ollie says. He can score those poachers goals, those little tap-in goals. But he's very good at dribbling the ball, taking on players, very good at pressing, which is what Ten Hag wants us to do. Press high up the pitch with Mount and Bruno, helping that, winning the ball. He wants us to play a lot higher up the pitch with Onana. He's very quick, he's very physical, and I think he's very intelligent. He reads the game well. He's very tactically aware. Ten Hag can give him tactics, and he can do that. But yeah, good finisher. I've watched highlights and watched clips of him. He scores goals from a lot of tight angles. He gets a lot of power behind the ball. He can bully centre-backs. He can just dribble at centre-backs. He can absolutely bully them. He's got the mentality as well. He wants to score. He's pushing for this move. He's a lifelong United fan as well. He'll provide the focal point that's much needed, and he does run centrally when the ball goes wide. So we've got someone to cross the ball into, which is what we've needed. But he does like to go out onto that left-hand side, being left-footed. And that means if he does run out on the left-hand side, Rashford can run centrally, and I think that will work really well for United. And most importantly, he's a great presser of the ball. But there's other things about him. He's creative. I think he will be more of a goal scorer at United, but we need someone that can create as well. It's not just about scoring goals. Ten Hag is a team. It's a team player. Every player's got to improve the team. He carries the ball. I think he's in like the 86th or 87th percentile for carrying the ball. He's very comfortable when receiving the ball. Good touch. Very, very clever at using his body. He knows like how to, pull away from defenders. He's quite comfortable in tight situations under the press. He can use his body to just hold up the ball well, which is something that we definitely needed. And also what I like about him is he's very quick. As I said, good burst of acceleration. So we've got a player that is young, that is raw. He's not going to come in and be Robin van Persie, but he will definitely instantly improve United just from this movement, the focal point, what the balance he will provide to the team. And he's got the potential to be a top player. He's got all those traits. He's got all those characteristics. He's very intelligent. He's very technically good. And for me, he will suit Ten Hag's system really well. So I think this will be a great signing for United. I think they need a striker. This is a long-term striker. I think in an ideal world, you would have signed Hojlund and Kane, like City have Alvarez and Erling Haaland. But, we can't do that. We don't have the funds for that. And, considering we needed a goalkeeper and so many other positions this summer with a set amount of budget, with the restrictions because of the takeover, I think that United have done very well with this. And, I think Hojlund's link-up's going to elevate us. I think Hojlund's ability to take on defenders is going to be exciting. And most of all, his mentality and desire to join United, I'm excited about. So Rasmus Hojlund, done deal. Here we go. Very happy with that. I think it's going to be a great